I still have all the text messages. You said you didn't know that I was outside. I told you I was in my car because you asked me if you wanted to meet me at my car. And I said, no, it's okay. I'll get out and I'll meet you at the front of the building. So the communication wasn't bad on my end. Like, I understood everything you were saying.
And then is there a reason that you didn't just go inside once you were over there at the lounge?
I didn't go inside because he didn't meet me out.
Nope. Nah. Got her. That's it. Got her. Hey, what's poppin', YouTube? It's your boy KiteZz here. My lovely wife is just Alex.
What's up, peoples?
Hey, today we're doing the Indrek and Keshwan catch up. So let's see how this goes. We're catching up on all the things that we missed because, you know, we fell behind a little bit. Let's do it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your host.
Up we go. Oh, we moving everything but us. There we are. I don't remember these people at all.
Arlette, and we are joined here today by Indrek and Keshwan. Welcome. How are you guys feeling?
Good.
Okay. Good. It's good to have you guys back. We did have you on episode 49 of Pop the Balloon or Find Love, where you guys ended up matching.
Yes.
Well then, is it a yes for you for him?
Yes.
Oh.
And is it a yes for you for her? Is it a yes for you for her?
It's a yes.
You said yes?
Yes, ma'am.
We got a match. Yeah. I'll take the mic.
There you go.
Go ahead, get your man, girl. Make some noise for them, ladies. Oh my God.
That was that episode.
All right.
Yeah.
And so Keshwan, on your episode, like the ladies were actually praised. You guys had a lot of like good stuff going on for yourself. How did you feel? Like, was the response that you were getting, did you see that it was good, or how was it for you?
So honestly, I was nervous because you know how people on the internet can be pretty brutal. Mm-hmm. But they were saying a majority of the comments were so nice. They said that we were the best dressed, that we looked really nice, we were articulate, and they were actually trying to give advice to future contestants to come on. This is how you're supposed to look when you go on this show. So it was majority good comments. I only had like 2 comments that were bad. It was with that last question that I asked Indrek about the victim mentality with raising children. Only 2 people had an issue with that, but other than that, it's all great comments.
It's all good. Okay.
I can't even remember the question.
I think it was the, like, are you gonna raise your child to, as a black person, are you gonna raise your child to know that, hey, you're black, life sucks, but you gotta get over it, or are you going to enable it in the aspect of, like, because your child's black, you gotta give them special. I think I'm paraphrasing it right. I don't remember. It's so long ago, but it was along the lines of that.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. That's good. And Indrek, how was it for you? How has the reception been on your end since coming on the show?
For the most part, positive. I mean, I'm officially turned a mama's boy now.
What did he just say?
He officially turned into a mama's boy. Oh, because of the feedback he was getting on his about the questions and stuff that he was asking.
Oh.
So.
Oh, because of your question. Yeah, there was a lot of debates in the comment section about your question. Now, is that a question you do ask often? Like if you get to know someone, or it was just kind of like pick their brain?
It was a random question, pick the brain. Yeah, no intentions behind it. It's just a random question, having fun.
Okay. All right. Okay. So kind of just to jump right into what we are here for today. Since you guys ended up matching, have you gone on a date?
Hopefully.
Yeah, they went on a date.
Child, man. I'm ladies first.
Okay.
Okay, so right after we matched, I was excited because I was like, okay, the hard part's over, so now we just have to get to know each other. Right after we had matched, I'm trying to think. Because I don't want to just hop around. I'm gonna start from the beginning. Okay, so the moment we matched,
Oh, here we go.
Girl, all right.
Here we go. I don't know why. It's like whenever somebody has to do that, well, let me just get to the beginning. It's like it's always like we're gonna be faced with something bad happen. And I don't like that, man. I don't like it at all.
we're talking off. We were talking with BM, and then after BM left, him and I were speaking, getting to know each other a little bit more. And he was like, "Okay, so I'm gonna go grab my phone from the other room, and then I'll meet you inside." I was like, "Okay." So I sat back out while I was waiting for him, and then right when I sat down, when he was coming back inside, he sat next to his friend that he came with. So I was just like, like, you and I just matched. You've been with this guy throughout your whole trip. And then you sit next to him. You don't even sit next to me.
Oh.
So that was the second red flag. I didn't even talk about the first.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Oh.
Why do we keep pretending like we are not strangers? I get you want to get to know him and he should be focused on getting to know you, but people are instinctively going to do things that make them comfortable. If he came with the homie, he gonna sit next to the homie and talk about his experience with the homie. I get it. But it's like, bro, that's not a red flag. Is it inconsiderate? Yeah, it depends on who you're asking.
Yeah.
Because some people don't see a problem with that. It's like, okay, he has all the time in the world to get to know you now.
Yeah.
He's excited. He probably was excited, like, oh, I got this girl, blah, blah, blah. But y'all throw red flags on basic human interactions, bro. Everything is a red flag. He breathed out of his mouth while he was running. That's a red flag. Like, geez, bro. Like, my gosh.
Even sit next to me. So that was the second red flag. I didn't even talk about the first. Typically, when I get to know a guy for the first time, I don't like when guys try to hug me low, like try to touch the upper part of my butt, and I felt like his hugs were a little too low for me. I wasn't a fan of that. And then when I saw that he sat next to his friend, I was a little like, okay, that's interesting. We literally just matched. And then, because I remember telling.
Maybe he sat next to your friend because you didn't like the hug?
My thing is, I get the your hug being too low. I get that.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
that.
I understand that. I understand that 100%. But it also depends. He's very tall compared to her. So he's doing this, like, you feel me? The go down hug. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know.
Telling you, Arlette, after I took a picture with you, you were like, "Oh, where's your match?" I was like, "He's sitting in the front seat with his friend." And you're like, "No." And I was like, "Yes."
Oh,
And
don't be throwing
it was just
under
like
the
that was
bus.
just like the first initial reaction, like impression I got of him was he probably, I don't know why he matched with me. He probably didn't like me, whatever, because there was a match before ours, and after I saw that the other couple got matched, my standards were a little high because he immediately took that girl out on a date, and I was like, okay, so if I get a match, I'm expecting that he's gonna want to get to know me immediately to take me out, and that just didn't happen. He sat next to his friend, and then he ended up sitting next to me eventually.
So you mean to tell me you're expecting to receive what another woman got? Because that's what that sound like to me.
We just did the other catch up where we said it was the high expectations that are being put on. And here it is. It's another cycle of I'm forcing somebody to meet expectations that I never communicated with them about. And I'm expecting those expectations right then and there. And if they don't do it right then and there,
It's a red flag.
it's a red flag. If you don't meet this imaginary goal that I put above you in this time that I just met you, red flag. This is crazy.
Saying he lost me, he couldn't find me, but I was literally right behind him. And then after we left the building, after filming wrapped, we were talking about going out to eat because I was hungry. He asked me if I was hungry, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm starving. Let's go do something." He said, "Oh, let's go to the club." And I had told him I don't club. I don't ever.
Rightfully so.
He said, "Okay,
Right.
so let's go grab some drinks." I was like, "Well, I don't really drink like that." And I had told him that, but I was like, "Okay, fine." So he said, "Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get us a booth at a lounge." And I was like, in my head, I was like, that's still kind of like a club. But I was like, it's just to get to know him. His first date, it's fine. Let's just go to the lounge. And then he said, "Okay, so let's just meet up." I think it was at like 9:30 30 or something. So I get there because I have to go back to my hotel. I get there on time. He says, "Oh, we'll be there in 10 minutes." When he said we'll be there in 10 minutes, I was like, hopefully he's not talking about him and his friend, because I know he took an Uber driving around Arizona.
All right, now we got to start getting on him. Here's two things. I don't know why I need to say this, and people are grown adults. I don't know why this is something that needs to be said. The club and the hookah lounge and the bar are not dating locations. I don't know why y'all have allowed society to teach you that. There is nothing romantic about going to the club, the hookah, or the bar for your date. That even I don't even do any of those stuff, and I hear every time a relationship fails, y'all always are in those settings, especially in these catch-ups. Every catch-up that goes wrong, y'all are in a club, a lounge, or a bar. It's like, bro, who taught y'all that was romantic?
Yeah, I don't think it's first date appropriate. Because you see a lot of older couples go to bars and lounges and stuff like that all the time, but not first date.
Hey, it's my first time meeting you. You know, I plan on having a future with you. Don't mind Tom over there off that Zanny in the background. He's just a little lit. Like, what are we talking about?
That's crazy.
Y'all might as well go to raves. This is stupid. Learn how to go on a proper date, bro. Y'all be so lame.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I look in my rearview mirror and I see, like 20 minutes later, by the way, I was waiting for him for 20 minutes. I see in my rearview mirror, him and his friend were walking behind me to go into the lounge. And I was like, man, he brought his friend on a date that's supposed to just be intimate with him and I. So I was like, you know what? Okay, let me see if he's going to call me. So he texts me and says, "Oh, I just got here. Where are you? I can meet you at your car." I was like, "Oh, no, it's okay. I'll meet you at the building." I get out of my car. I'm waiting outside of the building in the cold for 7 minutes. There's a homeless lady next to me tweaking. And I'm just sitting out there looking side to side, seeing people go in.
That's your fault. That's your fault. You don't, that does not go, this is going to be the only neutral reaction you guys are ever going to see. So I'm going to cook her and I'm going to cook him at the same time. That is your fault. He told you, "I'll come get you from your car." Because you were feeling a type of way because he brung his friend. You chose to say, "I'll meet you at the building." You chose that route, and now you're sitting, "I was in the cold and there was homeless people next to me." Active choice, by the way. He said he'll come get you. Like, this is, no.
Seeing people go out. He hasn't come out yet, so I was like, you know what? I'm leaving. So I get in my car, I leave, and right when I left, he calls me back to back to back, like 10 different calls. I get to my hotel. That's when I looked at the text message. He's asking me where I'm at because he had got me a drink. And me personally, I don't take drinks from guys I don't know, because you didn't even ask me what drink I like anyways. I'm a margarita type of girl. So I don't know if probably got me some Hennessy. I don't drink that type of stuff. So it was just all bad. He asked me where I was at. I told him I left, and I told him why I left. And he, I don't know. It's just, we didn't, after that, the next morning, he texted me and he apologized. I accepted the apology, but then we just left it where it was at.
Oh my gosh.
Indrek, let's hear from you. Let's hear from you.
Who would have thought?
Well, first and foremost, there's always two sides to a story. First of all, so to you, I want to apologize. You feel me? I didn't mean to come off like that, but I was just trying to set up the environment for us. So when I got there, I didn't know that you were there yet. So I went inside the scope to make sure everything's right, get us a little section to ourselves, and get our drinks ready and everything. Not even our drinks, but like just the setting. Make sure the aura is good. So when I texted you and you said you was outside, I was like, okay, bet, she's here. I already discussed with the people like in the bar. I told them like, yo, I got a beautiful lady. She's coming, and I'm gonna make sure that she has a good time. I came outside.
I can see the intention.
Yeah.
But she was already on HOTS. There was no way for you to know she was on HOTS.
Yeah, because she didn't communicate that.
Right.
She was just marking the flags.
Right. And this is what happens when you guys are playing two different games. In her game, you're a red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag. This guy's not worth it. In your game, it's like, ooh, new person, can't wait to do this. She's beautiful. Ooh, I can't wait to set the vibe. I'm gonna do this. Meanwhile, tick, 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 tick. You're already out the game.
Playing defense without knowing you playing defense.
Right.
Side, you weren't there. I'm thinking maybe you parked. So I walk around the building a couple times, and that's why I was calling you, because I wasn't trying to annoy you or nothing, but I was calling you to figure out where you was parked. And yeah, that was really it. It was nothing, no ill intentions at all. I was trying to just provide you with a exciting, fun night.
Now why you bring the friend?
So I'm surprised that you took it that way, because I'm not from Arizona, obviously. So I had to catch Ubers to get to the spot. So that's why I was texting you like every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes to try to update you on, where I'm at. I thought that was, good communication, but, obviously it wasn't. So I think we was just both in different headspaces. We got two different perspectives.
It was the friend that was it.
Mm-hmm.
That was it.
As soon as she saw the friend, she wrote you off, bro.
Yeah, that was it.
And the thing is, that is great communication. You keeping her updated. Hey, I'm here. Hey, this is it. Hey, this blah, 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 blah. No, that was good communication. The problem was it was communication on somebody who already disliked you because of something that they saw or whatever. They wrote you off. She already came into it with expectations that you weren't meeting the mark. So when you got there, you were darned if you do, darned if you don't. You could have came out there, had valet walk her from her car and did all that, but because she saw your friend, it was done for. It was done for.
To even take the friend out of the equation, it's the fact that as soon as they matched, they didn't go on a date. They kind of stayed there at the studio. They waited. They lounged around and stuff like that. The other woman, the other couples that matched, they immediately went on a date because she already said her mindset, her expectation was, all right, he took her out on a date as soon as they matched. I'm expecting the same level of treatment when I get my match. Mm-hmm. When she didn't get that,
yeah, it was already
done.
That's really what it was. It wasn't nothing. I wasn't trying to disrespect you or none of that. Like, I was actually trying to make sure that I gave you the experience of getting to know me, So I think we went off on the wrong foot.
Well, I would say the communication was not good. You said that I'll be there in 10 minutes. Took about 20. I still have all the text messages. You said you didn't know that I was outside. I told you I was in my car because you asked me if you wanted to meet me at my car. And I said, no, it's okay. I'll get out and I'll meet you at the front of the building. So the communication wasn't bad on my end. Like, I understood everything you were saying. Maybe you weren't understanding.
Nah. Because let's bring it back. The communication wasn't good on your end.
At all.
At all. And I don't know why people live in this world where they think that just because you did something a certain way, that everybody should see that way as that was the standard, or that was, you just sat there and tried to throw out the fact that you were standing in the cold and there was a homeless woman next to you as a flaw on him, but you willingly admitted you told him you'll go to the front of the building not to come get you. So even with that information alone, that already tells me your mindset of you're those, it tells me in a hypothetical, because I don't know her. Hypothetical. I have to say that because some of y'all on YouTube be projecting y'all everything like I know this lady and I got beef. I got to say that. Hypothetically, it tells me that this may be the type of individual that purposely does things and then tries to use it against it. Like, for instance, telling them, oh, I'm by the water fountain. Okay, this building has 3 water fountains. And then the person goes and checks 1, 2. You're not at either of those water fountains. They go to 3. And you're like, I was here the whole time. It took you forever. Like, they didn't have to go just check 2 other water fountains. Like, they were supposed to know exactly which one you were there. You're that type of person. Oh, I want you to go get me coffee. Oh, I want it with caramel. Then they go get caramel. Oh, but you didn't get it decaf. I thought you were supposed to know me. It's like, it's that type of interaction that I'm already seeing in here. So then when you go tell people about it, it's like, yeah, you leave out those small miniature details to make your story seem even grander than what it was. You just want to say something?
I was just going to say nitpicky.
Thank you.
communication wasn't bad on my end. Like, I understood everything you were saying. Maybe you weren't understanding what I was saying. There's some confusion on your end. But I just felt so disrespected. I was like, it's a first date. And then I get a girl from our episode texting me saying that you're so distraught, and she's trying to tell me to come back. I didn't even respond to the girl that was on the episode with, because I don't know you people like that. Like, I think it's
I
just
don't
so
know her
much.
either, but
I just think it was just drama. And if that was your first impression, I'm okay. I'm okay.
so
I people calling me and
What
texting me.
was drama?
I just think the whole thing was just drama. Like,
What?
me sitting out in my car waiting for 20 minutes when you told me to be there at a certain time. Me sitting out in the
That's
front in the
drama?
cold.
Okay, first things first. He's not from there. He just told you, I have to get Ubers. I have to get Ubers to get there. Now, my thing is, yes, he can schedule the Uber. Cancellations happen. Traffic happens. Him bringing his friend is the only thing that I'm docking him for. But my thing is, if he don't know the environment, I also can't dock him for trying to be safe. It's a new environment.
Yeah.
I wouldn't tell people out here in Cal. My homies are coming to visit for Comic-Cons and stuff, and I'm constantly telling them, don't go by yourself. Don't go without somebody being with you. It don't matter if you're going on a date and nothing. Bring a homie, because you don't know what's finna happen. I don't know why y'all act like the things that happen to women can't happen to men in this world.
Yeah. I agree.
For another 7 minutes waiting for you to come outside. And then he tells me, when I explained to him I was sitting outside waiting, he said, oh, my phone automatically goes on D&D, so I didn't see your text message until I actually looked at my phone. And it's like, if you know that you have someone waiting for you outside, why would you have your phone just automatically just go to D&D? And I'm just sitting there like,
it only took 5 minutes from when you sent the text for me to see it, because I'm sitting there trying to, like I said, set up the experience for us. So I wasn't looking at my phone. I'm literally talking to the bartenders. I'm talking to the people who provide the sections, and I'm telling them, how I want to set it up for us. So it wasn't me trying to disrespect you and not look at your message. It was just me trying to set up the place because I didn't know you was there yet. I'm thinking, okay, she's parking. It usually takes about 5. And like I said, I'm not from Arizona, so I took an Uber there. I can't, make the Uber get there faster or slower. Like, I just go with what the Uber driver tells me. And I texted you and I said, hey, Uber says I'll be there in 10 minutes. So when I pulled up, I'm thinking, okay, she's not here yet. I look around, I'm like, okay, she's not here yet. All right, let's go outside and just set up. Because like I said, my boy, he wasn't going to be a part of our thing. He was just with me because, we flew out there together. We're not from the city. So he was going to do his own thing. And then when the other contestant saw me, she was confused too, because she saw the effort that I was putting in while I was in there. The door was like literally 5 feet from me. So if you had walked in the door, I know you was waiting for me outside, but if you had walked in the door, I was standing right there waiting. I made sure I didn't walk away from the door so that I could see you come in. So it was just a miscommunication thing.
Yes.
I don't think you meant ill intentions or nothing, but like, it was just miscommunication. So I just wanted that response from you as well to like kind of like want to fix it, but you didn't seem like you cared. When I'm calling you, you're not picking.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't think he's the problem. I don't think he's the problem. And that's just off of hearing both sides right now. I don't think he's the problem.
I think they're both the
Pick it
problem
up.
to some extent.
Oh, talk it talk.
I think they're both the problem to some extent, only because the communication could have been more in depth, and him expressing his intentions could have been a little bit more in depth. If she felt some type of way about the friend being there, she should have verbalized that before they decided on a destination on where to go. That way he can explain, hey, I'm not from the area. My friend is with me, not only because we flew out here, but because I want to keep myself safe and I don't want to leave him high and dry by himself. But I'm more than comfortable and willing to make sure that we go and do our own thing as like a respect for you. But for me, this is just what it is. And if she wouldn't have liked that after that, then it's just like, okay, then there's no point going on a date to this extent, because he just said the friend was going to do his own thing. He just rode along with him, which is fine. Yeah. And I feel like the the standing at the door thing, she was standing at a door that was open outside the building. But because she's expecting him to already be front and center at the door in front of the building before she gets there, she sat there and she waited. And when it hit a certain time that she clocked 7 minutes exactly, oh no, this is it. I'm leaving.
But you see what I'm saying? It's those type of people that like they create settings or environments or scenarios.
Yeah, because she could have called him when she was standing outside the door.
She could have poked her head in the door.
That too.
You feel what I'm saying? It takes a level of like you're trying to prove a point to willingly do stuff that common sense dictates you should do. My thing is about the friend thing. She had no way of knowing this, and he had no way of knowing she felt a type of way about the friend. Want to know why? Because she never said nothing.
No, she, like I said, that's all I'm saying. Yeah.
So that's why I'm not docking it on him, because my thing is if you're the one with the issue and you don't speak up about the issue, you can't be mad that the issue doesn't get fixed. You didn't vocalize the issue. His friend is going in there to do his own thing, right? Okay, but they're both from out of town. They both Ubered. Just because you saw him, you made a mass assumption, and you let that assumption dictate how the rest of your night was going to go. Mm-hmm. And then reality, you're thinking all this horrible things. You're thinking all this bad things. You're docking all these bad things. Meanwhile, on the inside, he's in there trying to give you the best experience possible.
And the fact that she considered this whole situation drama, it's kind of like nothing really happened. Everything that was like spiraling was kind of on your end because that's how you viewed it.
No.
And like, I go outside to take a break, and people are coming outside like, "Are you okay?" You know, they trying to check on me because, you know, I was sad a little bit because I'm like, damn, I just did all this effort to try to make this girl's experience good, and she kind of, you know, she did her own thing. She left. So
I was hungry. I was sitting outside in the cold. I was in my car for 20 minutes. You knew I was there. So when you say, "Oh, I didn't know you were there," I literally texted you because you asked me, YWYA, where are you at? That's what that means. And I said, "I'm here. Where are you?" And then that's when you said, "We'll be there in 10 minutes. I was sitting there in my car. You know what type of car I drive because when we were talking outside after we were done filming, we were standing literally right by my red car. It was right there in front of the building. I actually got out of my car and I went to go into the front of the building to meet with you. I thought you were going to come out and say hi to me, and then we were going to go inside and have a good time.
See?
And that's the thing, like, when we was outside, I thought we were vibing. I thought everything was good. You know, I'm sitting here asking you, what are you about to do? You're saying, "Oh, I'm tired," you know? So I'm just trying to, I'm like, okay, well, let's link up, let's go eat. And then later on, when I find out that they're going to that spot, that's when I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's switch up. Let's go to this spot because, you know, I'm not from here, so I think this spot would be good. I don't know where we're going. I'm new to the place too, so it was like
So you guys had planned to go eat, and then the plan switched?
We planned to go eat, and then I text her later like, "You know what? They said this spot is better. Let's go." You know, that's what I'm thinking. Let's go to this lounge. And you're like, "Oh, it's only like 15 minutes from me." So I'm like, okay, that's even better. She's right there, so it won't be too much of a hassle for her to come. Whereas I have to call an Uber, wait for them to get here, then wait for them to take me there. So it's like, I can't.
And who's they? When you say they said this spot's better,
they is like my boy.
Oh, okay.
Because he was doing the searching and stuff. So
I see. Okay, and then just to kind of, I know a lot was said. So she said after you guys had matched, you were kind of like, you went to go sit with your friend. What, like, did you not want to sit next to her? Like,
I feel like her energy, because I was watching it when he said she gave like this like nasty like remark, like expression. I just didn't want to go back, but I feel like this reaction is valid if he was a local there. But when you have somebody coming from states over and they're new and this is their first time in that area, you have to give grace of the fact that this is the visitor.
Is she from Arizona?
Yeah, he said she lived 15 minutes away from the spot that they were going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the visitor. So it's like you gotta give grace to the visitor. Go ahead.
He should have just took that girl to go eat. She was hungry.
But that's no excuse for being.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
it's not. I'm not saying that it is. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and you know the sad part, what I noticed in dating though, and this is a hot take, but why is that a valid excuse for women to use, but it's not valid for dudes to say? You get what I'm saying? Like, we'll look at these scenarios and be like, but she was hungry, or she was irritated, or she was tired. You get what I'm saying? And those are valid excuses that when a woman says that on these dating shows, not saying that you just did, but when they say it on these shows, I see a lot of like comments and stuff on like the main channels and stuff that will sit there and validate it like, well, she was hungry. He should have known better. But then it's like, what about, we don't ever do that to the guys in the scenarios. We don't ever consider these factors in these scenarios. Why is that? Because just because you're having a bad day and you're a woman, that supersedes. We don't know how, well, and a lot of the male contestants on here will never know how their day was. But because she said, I'm having a bad day, he should have known better. The internet will be like, no, right, true. Like he should have, I don't know why we do that.
Because a lot of people feel like and view that men are put here to cater to women. So, yeah. And to spare himself, it would have been best for him to just take her to go eat. I don't know.
A little more.
Yeah, with that situation, like I said, new experience. I'm not used to being in like a casting and all this stuff. So I'm just seeing the seats. At first, you know, we go off and then I sit right there. I'm expecting her to sit by me, but I don't know where she's at. So I'm just watching, you know, what's going on. And then I realize, okay, she's right here. And then I come back to her. And then from that point on, we go to the back, you know, we start conversating, and then we go to the car and we start conversating some more. So, I mean, to me, I didn't think the timeline was that bad because everything happened so fast. It's all a new experience. So,
Keshwan, I see you making.
But in her mind, it's going fast. You know, it's longer process. And we just had two different like timelines in our mind. So,
go ahead. I see the faces. Go ahead.
Because you and I had spoke to BM, and after BM left, you and I were talking, which was great. And then you said, because our rooms were separate, the men and women were separated. You said, I'm gonna go grab my phone, and I said, okay, I'll be sitting out like where we were sitting, where the seating was. I went out there to go sit. You weren't looking for me. You darted straight for your friend to go sit in the front row. You said, I thought she was gonna sit next to me. There was no seat next to you. It was literally you and your friend like this in the front row. So where would I have sat? On your lap?
No, but like I said, all of this was new experience. It's hard to process all of that once.
But you liked me.
Real time.
You picked me.
But that's why I thought I made up for it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh. Okay.
I'm sorry, bro. It's boy.
But you liked me. You picked me.
But that's why I thought I made up for it when I finally saw you behind me. I was like, oh, okay. And then we went outside. So in my mind, I'm thinking we made up for all that. I didn't think you was making all these preconceived, you know, all of that the whole time though I was sitting. I thought everything was fine. We just looking at the set, you know? So
Keshwan, once all of this happened, like when, you know, you left the club or the lounge, whatever it was. Once you left, you never responded to any of his messages. Like you didn't call him back, nothing like that. That was the end of it.
Me personally, I don't see a point in calling a man back that sets up something for us, and then immediately off rip, it just goes completely left. So I saw that he was calling.
There's a lot of very, very beautiful women in the world. And you see very beautiful women and you think like, oh, this woman gotta have all the guys on her. She has to have everything. And then you find out they're single. And so everybody has this natural reaction of like, dang, if you're single, there's no hope for everybody. But then you start hearing that beautiful woman talk. And you start hearing how they think and how they talk and how they operate. And then it starts to really click. And you guys, the beautiful thing about what I'm saying right now, you guys can take this same scenario and get rid of beautiful women and replace it with handsome man. And this scenario was still fit. And it goes to, I feel like when people know that they're attractive and they know that they have been around a certain standard, they kind of disconnect from reality of how the world is, and they create this kind of like self-centered universe. Mm-hmm. Because the fact is, like, things go left regardless. He could have did everything perfect at that lounge, and a dude in a ski mask could have broken the door talking about everybody go on the ground. Is that his fault? It's not his fault Ted decided it was up for everybody.
Not Ted.
You get what I'm saying? It's what he does after Ted break in there. Mm-hmm. If he frees up and say, give him your purse, girl, then that's one thing. But if he go and tackle Ted, he gets shot, but he saved the day. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, it's those type of things. Things go left all the time. And the fact is, like, you already have it in the mindset. And just listen to how she says this.
Back that sets up something for us. Personally, I don't see a point in calling a man back that sets up something for us. And then immediately off rip, it just goes completely.
I don't believe in calling a man back that sets something up for us, and if it immediately goes left. Now, vice versa, if she would have planned everything and things would have went left and he would have threw this hissy fit on here, what do you think her response would be? Show me grace. I'm human. Things happen. But it's something about when you're not the person that is the mess up in the thing, grace and all that other stuff just gets Kobe shotted. Just straight 3-point lined. And we just stop being human, bro.
Yeah, I think it hurts the potential conversation that could have been had where they could have hashed things out and got each other's perspectives and understanding of it. And it could have been something that could have easily been corrected for like later on in the future. But then it also makes me wonder too, a lot of the issues that I've been having lately with the contestants has been like the questions that they ask on the show. Mm. So it makes me wonder what type of questions are like they were asking one another before they even matched to express, like, nobody asks, oh, what's your dating style? Like, how do you date people? What do you normally look for? Like, stuff like that. Right. Because I feel like that would eliminate the guessing game of what you expect out of someone or what you think they expect out of you. Right. Because this was, I don't know what the freak this was.
He left. So I saw that he was calling me and I was like, I'm not going to call you back. I'm not going to waste time pushing a button and saying, hello, let me hear all your lies. Like, your excuses for why I was sitting outside for 7 minutes.
Oh.
People show you why they're single. People show you why they're single.
Lies is crazy.
It's like
minutes in the cold with a homeless lady tweaking next to me. Oh. I didn't see a point in doing that. If you ever heard of if a man could, he would. If a woman could, she would. That first couple that matched, he said, let's go. We're going to go on the date. Took her on a date. He didn't care to watch any of the other couples go. That was the standard that I had for the man that I ended up matching with. If I were to get a match, that was the standard I had. That he was going to be excited to learn me immediately, and we were just going to leave. But he wanted to sit with him.
You know that expression, the grass is always greener on the other side?
Because her date could have went bad too.
Yep, the grass is always greener on the other side, but the people forget that there's so many ways that saying can go. And I always say, the grass is always greener on the other side, and it looks good till you hop over the fence and see how they got it there. Yep. You start seeing all the crap that they had to shovel to make it look like that.
Mm-hmm. Artificial.
So it's always greener until you get over that fence and see that, yeah, the guy's grass is green because he's out there 18 hours a day, when you complain about the fact that your grass is green out only after 4 hours.
Or it could be the neighbor that's spray painting their grass green.
That's what I'm saying. You don't know.
Make it look good, but it ain't
And
good.
the whole point of that expression is the grass is greener is that there's a fence between what you're seeing and where you're at.
Yeah.
Stay on your property and worry about what's on your property. Stop looking at what your neighbor's doing. His grass is green. That's his property. Why ain't your grass green? Reflect on yourself.
His friend to watch the rest of the show.
And then is
So
there a reason that you didn't just go inside once you were over there at the lounge?
I didn't go inside because, well, because he didn't meet me out.
Nope.
Nah,
Got her.
That's
Got her.
That's it.
Got her. It's over. Got her.
I understand that he said he was gonna meet you outside the building, but you didn't have to stand outside the building knowing full well there was someone on the side of you tweaking out. I would have walked inside.
Exactly. Got her right there. That's the end of this whole shoot. If I ended the video right here, I would be satisfied with that because that already tells me what I need to know about you. Because even Arlette asking the question, it would be different if he asked it because it would be him trying to get a point. But the neutral mediator asks, so did you even try to go inside? No, I didn't. Got her. It don't matter now.
Go inside once you were. And then is there a reason that you didn't just go inside once you were over there at the lounge?
I didn't go inside because, well, because he didn't meet me out in the front. I told him that I was gonna be at the front.
That's not what she asked you.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
Why did you not take those 5 steps and walk through the door? We're off. We already can say he didn't do whatever, blah, blah, blah. We're asking you now, where was your common sense? If I saw a crackhead tweaking out right next to me, I'm not going to stand next to the crackhead to prove a point.
I'm not standing outside for 7 minutes either. Like, I'm not standing outside, period. I'm just going inside.
It takes you 30 seconds to poke your head in the door and poke out.
Yeah.
You took 7 minutes to prove a point. And now we're trying to believe that he's like some horrible dating. Like, what are we talking about?
Because like he said, as she went inside, she would immediately saw him. Because when you walk inside most lounges, bars, whatever, there's a
lobby.
focal point. There's a focal point that's going to take you to the center of it. So it's like, I would have just walked inside. I would immediately went straight to the bar or something. Or sat down. Or went to the hostess booth.
Or stood by the clerk desk where they greet you.
That's what I just said. The hostess booth. Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Well, because he didn't meet me out in the front. I told him that I was gonna be at the front, and I'll meet you at the front. That was literally what I said. I was gonna meet him in the front. So I was just standing up.
So if there's a conflict, right, you're just gonna like jump to conclusions. You're not gonna try to work together with it. You know, even if it's something so minor. At first, I just met you, so it's not gonna be perfect from the start. You got to give it time to brew. You got to give it time to process. But you kind of like shut down and, just ended it quick before I could even get to really respond to you, apologize, try to make things right. I mean, it was just too fast of a timeline.
So you feel like Indrek, like she didn't give you a chance to kind of make up for anything that was.
She didn't give me a chance because if you got to know me, you would know, like, for real. Like, I would put my queen up there, Like, I was literally in there setting things up to make sure you had a great experience that night. So, I didn't see nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it takes 7 minutes, 5 minutes. If I walk up to the bar and I'm like, yes, this girl's coming beautiful. I'm walking in there. I'm telling people you coming. I'm looking stupid. Like, I'm telling them you coming and I'm about to give you this good time. People are excited. They're happy for me. Right? And then you send that text. I come outside. I'm looking around. I walked around like 2 different blocks, searching for your car. Because like you said, I knew what your car looked like. I'm looking for you. And you wasn't there. And you know what I did? I was like, all right. I didn't come here to be in this. I wanted to experience her and get to know her. So when you didn't show up, I didn't go back inside. I was chilling outside. I was just like, I just sat there like this. Just, damn, what could I have done better? Like, what happened? Trying to process what really happened to the point where people are coming outside and trying to, like, make me feel better. Like, are you okay? Like, no, she'll be here. She's coming. Just give her some, stuff like that. Encouraging words. So
you were confused as to why she wasn't there. Like, you didn't know what the reason was.
Yeah, like, I mean, that's not a good feeling to feel like, you're getting stood up. Like, I flew all the way to a whole different state. I don't know this place. So I'm thinking I'm going to get to know you specifically, not go to this club and party and have fun. No, I didn't care about none of that. I had our section ready so that we can talk, mingle, and just get to know each other.
Had he had a car, the
But
experience
you
would
didn't
have been
get the
different.
time.
Yeah, that's why
I feel like if he had a car, the experience would have been different because they could have carpooled. But then again, like she probably would be like, "No, I'll just meet you there," and the experience probably still could have been the same.
Yeah, because look at how she's already tit for tatting the whole scenario. She already compared him to the first couple that got matched. She already critiqued him on and gave him a red flag because his hug was too low, which is a fair flag.
Yeah.
But then again, he is that much taller than you, so we don't know. Plus, then we're already flagging you because you brung your friend. We're flagging you because you're late, even though you're on an Uber. It's like, it's the matter of, like I said, there's a certain grace you should automatically be giving people when they're visitors to your area.
And let's be real, all of it is last minute. Normally, when you plan a date, it takes you 2-3 days to plan ahead, or at least a week to plan ahead. It's on the spot. It's literally on the fly.
Yeah. Same day. This all happened same day, by the way. Like,
yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not blaming you. I understand your perspective. I see how like it came off, but at the same time, that wasn't the intentions. Like, honestly, that wasn't the
It would
intentions.
just be hard to get to know you in a setting like that because the music's loud. There's hookah.
very fair.
And because I saw that there was hookah in there because I saw it outside on the tables. And me personally, I get headaches when there's hookah around. That's why that's why I'm not into like the party atmosphere like that with things like that that's around. I would have liked to just get to know you on a more intimate level. Something just you and I, not any distractions from your friend, no distractions from any of the girls that was on the episode with me, just you and I. And it just, I would have liked that, but
Yeah.
it just wasn't like
So
that.
then,
I feel like you
my
were
question
comparing
is,
it to.
go.
I feel
Go
like
ahead,
you're
Drake.
comparing it to those other things that you saw, but in real life, it doesn't always go like, as planned. You can't really.
No, I can't give him the point on that one because what she stated on wanting to have a personal date, that should have been, that is 100% valid.
Yeah.
That should have been the objective of the date.
Yeah.
So she's not wrong for wanting that. She wanted a one-on-one with you. That's fair. Now, sure, you still were giving her the one-on-one, but in her mind, it didn't appear she was getting a one-on-one. And yes, she let that project, but she's still, like I said before, the club is not romantic.
Yeah.
The hookah lounge is not romantic.
And it makes me question how the friend got the information to go to that specific lounge, and then all of the other contestants
Or at that lounge.
Yeah, so if the friend wanted to go hang out with the women from the episode at that lounge, the friend could have easily did that, and y'all could have just went to a spot in that proximity to go eat and get to know each other.
That part. So I'm not going to give him points for that.
Yeah.
Because this argument, she's still valid for wanting that one-on-one.
Really, plan for something like this. This is kind of spontaneous, so I was just trying to be spontaneous.
So then my question, when he had said like, oh, I heard this place is where it's at, or, whatever it was, did you kind of like have, did you kind of respond back like, hey, I think we should stick to our plan? Or it was just kind of like, okay, cool. Yeah, let's go to this lounge.
So when he came up with the lounge idea, he told us that when we had finished filming. Because
Okay.
we were talking about
So dinner was never brought up. Just
no,
the two
it
of you
was.
guys.
It was. We were talking about getting something to eat, and then he said, "Oh, let's go to this." I forgot what the lounge is called. He said, "Oh, let's. I'll get a table, and then we're gonna just go to this lounge. I'll get a table." And I was just like, "Okay, fine." Because I guess there was food there too. So I thought that we were. I mean, I already knew that it was gonna be sort of still like a club setting, but I thought I was gonna be able to at least eat. I didn't eat like the whole day. Women, we have to like look nice.
I understood you were tired.
So I didn't eat.
But you expressed that earlier. You were talking about how like you wanted to go to sleep and stuff. So I'm like, dang, she's tired. So it's really gonna take a lot to like get her out the shell. That's another reason why I was like, okay, if we go to this environment, she'll wake up and have some.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. If somebody tells me, if I tell somebody, hey, I'm worn out, I'm beat, I'm tired, I'm just hungry, and your response is, I know what'll help you with your tiredness. Let's go turn up with the bros. I'm turning my phone off.
That's not.
Because I'm already tired. That means anything anybody do in that premises is gonna piss me off. No, I'm turning my phone off. I'm not. Hey, I'm tired. Let's go to the club. No.
Now we already did agree and establish that lounges and stuff like in bars and clubs, first date is kind of
that's
like,
a no-go.
It's kind of like a no-go. It's equivalent to, I don't want to say it is because I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but it's equivalent to going to the movies and in that aspect because you can't talk to the person that you seeing a movie with.
And this is coming from people that love going on movie dates.
Yeah, and I love movie dates. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but most people say movie dates first date is terrible because you don't get to interact with the person during the movie, but y'all gonna talk after the movie. So, but still, anyway.
Yeah, I feel like movie dates work if you have something going on before the movie date and after.
Yeah.
If you go and get like you guys do like a little cafe brunch thing, you guys go get like a little smoothie or something, chill outside, and then go see the movie. Mm-hmm. And then after the movie, you go on a date. That's the perfect sequence for the movie date. But movie dates where it's like, first thing we're doing is the theater, that's a terrible date. Because again, you don't have very much interaction in the movie. Y'all not finna talk. You feel me? You're not learning anything about it. And then the only thing is if you guys get to that after the movie, if that person goes, let's go out to eat, then that's where it can come through and you guys can talk about the film and how you felt and then have fun. Yeah. But you have to have something that leads to the movie date for the movie date to work.
Yeah, the lounge is hit and miss. That's why I said it's a hit and miss, but I do understand where she's coming from.
Yeah.
Some fun, dance. I like to dance. I like to have fun too. We're not going to be bland. You know what I mean? So
bland is crazy.
That's another doc I gotta give a point against him too, though. You're saying I like to do this, I like to do this, I like to do this. She don't drink. I mean, she says she don't like to drink that much. She a margarita girl, I guess. I don't know alcohol. Somebody break it down.
It's still alcohol. It's the setting behind it and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Like, she likes probably like a little classy, upscale, real chill vibes, no loud music, the nice ambiance and all that, whatever.
I don't know. I don't know what I can say, but I apologize for real. You know what I mean? Like, I want to make sure that you understand that was not the intentions to ruin your night. If anything, that's total opposite of what I expected. So that's why I was hurt as well. I know you were hurt too, but I was hurt. We both were hurt.
Yeah.
So.
Hurt.
Oh man, okay. Hurt. Yeah, this is honestly really unfortunate. Yeah. But
BM was rooting for us. I feel like I let him down.
We were all rooting for you in my Tyra voice.
I know.
Yeah, the way you and BM came up to us, like that was special. I love that. I was like,
putting your fingers in my face.
You got people actually rooting for us. We gonna make them proud, So that's why I was like, all right, I'm gonna go above and beyond. Make sure, I spent money. I spent money to make sure the vibe was good. So it was like a waste. Once I couldn't entertain you with what I paid for. So, like I said, I went outside. I didn't even enjoy myself. I went outside and I just stayed outside.
I know people they cooked him in the comments for that.
I'm like, no, I'm good. I don't know. I'm good. I'm trying to call you.
It just didn't feel
I
like.
I want to communicate about it. That's the first thing. Let's just talk on the phone just to figure out what really happened. But if you close the door that quick, how am I supposed to explain what's going on?
So did you send a text message as well and there was no response to the text message?
I looked thirsty. I was doing, I was blowing for them.
Yeah, but I texted you back. I texted you. I didn't call back.
I texted you the next morning, after.
Yeah, but let's not act like we weren't texting each other literally that night as well. I wasn't answering the phone calls, but I was texting you back. I didn't answer phone, but I was texting you back.
So you explained this to him that night over text message, why you left and everything.
Yeah, she did. She did explain that.
He knows.
Okay.
And that's why I was calling her like, pick up. Like, let me try to make this right. Mm-hmm. But
he even said, I'll come to you. But I was like, nah.
Once you shut
him down. You shut it down. You shut it down so hard.
You're over it.
She was cool. Like, she didn't want to give it a shot, I guess. I feel bad because I made you feel like that, It was my fault.
Yes. Because
it was my fault.
Because it wasn't just the outing. It was everything that led up to the outing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was literally sitting in the back row watching you and your friend talking. Like, I was just like, we just matched. Don't you want to, sit next to me, be embraced by me, immediately? But it's just it felt like it was just, oh, bro, so this is what happened. I felt like the whole outing was something that you and your friend wanted to go do, and I was just invited to it. Like, it didn't seem like you really wanted to, like, get to know me. And that's how it made me feel. I'm a girl, we're always in our feelings. That's how it made me feel.
Yeah, I
I'm
understand.
sorry, it's just... And then one thing I didn't mention...
What you looking at me for?
Is it true?
That women are always in their feelings? Yeah, most of the time, yeah. We're very hormonal people, unfortunately, by nature. But, I mean, it ain't an excuse to not communicate. Just saying.
Talk your talk.
I ain't talking nothing.
Oh, don't talk your talk.
I'm not talking nothing. I'm just saying.
Okay, maybe consider talking of the talk.
No. Because they gonna
because I do curse sometimes, but I feel like in a first impression, I don't want to hear my man saying the N-word 24/7, curse, when we literally just met each other. First impression, I mean, I would like us to talk like how we're talking like right now without all the cursing. And I did, like, it was just other things. It wasn't just, oh my God, it's just the outing I got upset about. It was the other things.
Okay.
So for you, it was just too many little things that piled up.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should have communicated that.
But
too.
I was gonna ask, so Indrek, you were in the dark about all these little
I was
things.
in the dark. I can't read your mind, so
So you want me to say, oh, why didn't you sit next to me? Was I supposed to have said that? Why didn't you sit next to me?
Say it!
Yes.
Say it!
Because you want to know what that is called? That's called adult communication. You know who sits there and goes, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? I don't feel good. You know who does that?
Me.
You know who else does that? Kids do that. You know what adults do? Hey, I don't feel good. I think I just ate something wrong. I don't feel good. That's adult. Kids do that. I want you to ask me what's wrong with me before I tell you. I want you to focus on me so I can tell you about how I have a headache. That's what kids do.
Show do.
You're a goober.
Initially.
Yeah, say it.
I was supposed to say that.
But to me, it happened fast. To you, it happened. It was
You
a
gotta
long
be
span.
direct
But
with
to me,
me.
in
You
my
can't
mind,
do all
everything
that.
is just going quick.
You and I
It's
were
you.
doing the exact same experience. You're not in this by
That's
yourself.
what
You
I'm.
did, like, you
That's why I'm
traveled through
explaining
plane.
what
I
it
know,
felt
but
like
you
in my.
traveled through plane to get down to Arizona. I drove 5.5 hours from California. I didn't come
Yeah.
down to pop my balloon or find love just to go kick it at a club with you and your.
Ooh, okay. So she didn't live. Okay, so then I guess when he said that she was 15 minutes away, that was from where she was, her
hotel.
little spot.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm like, I don't think I was thinking that too, but okay.
Okay, she drove.
Yeah.
Girl, driving 5 hours from that's not no. Hold on.
Travel is travel.
Nah, bro, because like she gassed that 5 hours up. Like that's not a regular California experience. It takes 3 hours to get from the IE 2 hours to get from the IE to LA. It takes 4 hours to get it takes 4 hours to get to Vegas. Like Californians, we drive a long time.
Yeah, but she still took the time to travel to go and pursue somebody, to still try to date and stuff like that.
Right. I get it.
Yeah, travel's travel.
Yeah, travel's, man.
Yeah, it may not be 12, 15, 16 hours on a plane, but it's still travel.
Yeah, it's something about when people gas up that I drove for 4 or 5 hours. It's like, bro, but then I gotta remember, know what? It's still time. It's still time.
We be thinking 30 minutes is far, but it's fine.
Yeah, bro. Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm so used to commuting for everything that I gotta do anyway. Every day I get in the car, I know I'm about to drive for 5-6 hours just because I got to.
California. I didn't come down to pop my balloon or find love just to go kick it at a club with you and your friend and whoever else was on the show with me. I don't care about none of those people. I literally just wanted to embrace my match if I were to have one and us have an actual connection. That drive costs money. I live in California. It's expensive. I don't go down. I don't make trips like that just to waste my time. This hair is expensive. I don't buy hair like this just cause like I have the money for it.
Okay. And it's when it's this part. This is where like people look at your argument and this is where you start hurting yourself. Because now it turns into like...
I put in all this money and time to look good for you just for you to do that.
Acting like, and it comes off after, but you don't know how much money he spent getting you that section with the drinks, everything else. Like, he paid to get the flight, the Uber. It's like, y'all both lost money, gang.
We
I ain't
going
gonna lie.
band for band?
Yeah,
why?
For what? What are we doing the band for band for?
I don't buy hair like this just cause like I have the money for it to buy this hair, but I don't have the money to just be throwing out to Arizona like that just for absolutely nothing. That's dumb. I'm wearing this hair because it's to keep my real hair protected.
If I known that,
Like,
I would've
you
took care
know
of
I
all
broke
that.
down, but
If
you
I had known,
down.
I would have went out my way to make sure that you don't feel like my hair costs money because I got you. You know what I mean? Like, just explain it like that. For real. You know, you kind of like coming on. I'm a real calm dude. Like, you don't got to worry about me combating you or none of that. Like, I'm a calm
So
dude.
Keshwan, do you shut down like this very quickly if things don't go right? Like, is it kind of just like? Mm-hmm.
Normally I just take it. Normally, like if there's little things that
Well, why you didn't take it this time? Normally I just take it. Why you didn't take it this time?
Normally I just take it, but then for you exclusively, I'm not gonna. It's like,
All right.
I know I wouldn't go for. I would normally just leave it alone. Just it is what it is. Let me just let it slide.
Mm-hmm.
I let things slide too much. So now I decided to have boundaries. Like if there's certain things I don't like right away, I mean, I just have to let it go. That's just me personally. I don't.
girl, shut up.
Why did you pick today of all days to set new boundaries?
Talk about, I don't want to hear all this. Yeah, I normally just take it. I just be lenient, blah, blah, blah. But today I'm setting about. Girl, nobody believes you when you sat there and you open up the first 2 minutes of this video talking about, yeah, red flag number 1 was this, and red flag number 2 was this. And then you started off this whole thing.
So calculated.
With your expected standards on somebody.
You expect me to believe
You
that
graceful with
that
people?
the other brothers before me just got it easy?
Like, what are we talking about?
Don't try to let things go easily.
We don't believe you.
Because I let things slide too much, and I don't think that's healthy for me either. I mean,
The brother hugged you and accidentally went too low because he's taller than you, and you immediately made sure you pointed that out to make it sound like Buddy was like a weirdo or something. Like, I don't like when guys like touch right above the butt. Like, it's like he didn't mean to do that. Yo, cut it
I
out.
don't know why y'all hugging people.
I mean, look
y'all
at
don't
me.
know.
I'm still not. I don't have. I'm not in a relationship yet because I let things slide too much, and I had to take some time for myself.
I'm not in a relationship either, by the way.
Huh?
I'm not in a relationship either.
God.
No, he's trying to be funny.
You know? So that's what I mean by, we can talk it out, work it out, figure it. You know what I mean? Like, just don't shut down so quick. That was one of the things I said. Like, you gotta, like, relationships has ups and downs. You remember I said that? And I know that stuff like this happens, and then you guys work through it, because if you're in it for marriage, there's going to be way more stuff that's
That
going to
was
happen.
small compared to.
This we can't.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my gosh.
Y'all be thinking when y'all get married, all the stuff that you be seeing other people go through, you ain't got to go through it. No, you still got to go through it. You think
Billy Bob and Ann stayed married for 45 years and it's been peachy clean? No. 45 years, they'd have been through Chirac and back.
Let this little thing, interrupt what was supposed to be. It shows me that, okay, she got that grit. I'll never put her through this again. I learned my lesson. You live and you learn.
Right.
And I learned. Now I know. Everything you said, I'm like, dang, okay, this is how I made
Now
it
you'll
feel.
be mindful.
Let me make sure I don't, do certain things like this. I'll be mindful. Arlette said it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, and that's why I want to apologize to you first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to make it seem like everything you said was invalid. No, you felt that way. So, yeah, I heard you and I understand. And I'm sorry that I made you feel like that. But
Be
off
sorry
of one
more.
night, you don't know nobody. You got to give it time to get to know that person.
Yeah.
If you shut off in one time, you might,
I want to break it down even further, bro. They start recording around like 2 or 3. So he got matched probably around like 3 or 4 o'clock. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 was when they were supposed to have that date. She was gone probably by like 10 or 11. So in 8 hours, she came to like all this conclusion and made this like inference and just like, nah, he's not the one in 8 hours.
Maybe. I don't.
Maybe less.
No, I'm not gonna say that because if you notice a theme of like after what happens after the show, they probably start like mid-evening and they end it off like late evening, meaning like 10, 11, because they all normally go to the club. Nobody's going to the club that early. They all go to the club after the show. So I've heard some say that.
So is it less time then? Because their date was at 9. They said their date was at 9.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, they said it. Their date was at 9. So if the show ended at 6 or 7 and they took did like an hour to go change and then come back, that's that's even worse because now it's like she made this conclusion in like 5 hours.
Okay, well, I guess because then it depends on what episode you were on. Some contestants leave later than others. Yeah. Some people leave earlier than others because they record multiple episodes in a day.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. This happened. This time span was less than 12 hours.
Ooh.
Probably less than 8. I'm saying 8 to be generous, but I feel like it probably all happened in 5 hours.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. I mean, the communication wasn't there. It was, but then it wasn't. Like,
stop your blessing because it's just one night. It's one night.
Okay.
Literally. I was tired. I was jet lagged too. I was tired. I was like, no, I'm coming out because I want to make sure this girl have a good time. But
all right. So just to kind of wrap this up, do you guys have any final words, any final thoughts, anything you want to say that we didn't cover, anything at all? If you want to say it out there before we wrap this up. Let's start with Keshwan.
I mean, I will just say I do accept your apology. I accepted it when you apologized the day after, the next morning. It just is what it is. We match on the show, I guess, in just real life. We just aren't compatible, but
the show is real life.
In real life, we just aren't compatible. Girl, you don't know if somebody's compatible with you or not in 5 hours.
The show is real life. The show, it literally, the step-by-step after the show is real life too. So that just goes to show what happens.
You did not gather enough information in that short time span to say whether or not you were compatible or not. The thing that you're saying you're not compatible or compatible with was based off of all your assumptions and expectations. Mm-hmm. You did not get to know this dude at all because even then he has dismantled a lot of your things and he has been more apologetic throughout the video, even though realistically listening to it, I don't think he should be apologizing. I think the only thing he should be apologizing for is the date setting.
The setting, yes.
And the not addressing the friend's status or situation that the friend was doing. Yeah. Other than that, all this was on you. You overdid it.
Apology and, Yeah.
I appreciate you accepting my apology.
And good luck on your fitness journey.
You said what?
I said, and good luck on your fitness journey because I remember we were talking about that.
Yeah, I'm doing that. You want my motivation.
I'm glad y'all talked about something.
we did.
Yeah, we
did.
Indrek, any final thoughts on your end? If not, that's good as well.
Yeah, like she said, fitness journey, she motivated me again. I'm going to be on that journey, so that you can see that I'm serious, I ain't just say that to say that. I'm not even like a social media type dude, but now I'm going to get on that jump to make sure that you understand that, I do what I say.
If she didn't block you,
she didn't block me. She didn't block me, but I never
we gotta check.
I never got the chance to follow her on IG or anything like that because the night got run. So yeah. I'll follow you if you follow me back. It's up to you. It's all balls in your court. But yeah, just that fitness journey. Out in the DMV, we got a talent group for kids that we work on. We help the kids and up and coming neighborhoods, just hone in on their skills and talents.
Jacket is nice.
So if people want to support that, go on my IG, click the bio, and help. Donate. We take them on trips and all of that. You can just read the bio and everything.
Nice.
Living legends. That's another thing. This right here, living legends.
Oh.
If you like it, support. That's all I gotta say.
Go back. I got
And I
the
guess
sound
since
of the
we're
jacket.
promoting,
If you like it, support. Thing.
Nice.
Living legends. That's another thing. This right here, living legends. If you like it,
I'm like saying, that's that
support.
real. Hey, that's that real fabric. That ain't
That's all I
fabric.
got.
That gotta be some
and
type
I
of
guess
leather.
since we're
or something.
promoting ourselves,
Yes, go ahead, girl.
my fitness website should be out within like the next 2 months. So if you guys are looking to get fit for summer, or actually not even just for summer, for the rest of your lives, because this is going to be a daily routine now. It's going to be just as important as brushing your teeth. That's how important your health and fitness is.
She right.
Go in my DMs, let me know that you're interested, and I will train you, whether that's in person or online. Follow me on Instagram.
Hey, shout out to her. Dang, small. Okay.
Dang!
I ain't gonna lie. I gotta look at these comments. What was the people saying? These ketchups always reveal why people are still single. Ooh.
I said that. Yeah, I was trying to get to say that.
I know he's upset, but he should be appreciative. This woman will bring nothing but chaos.
Oh.
Dang. Bro lost the battle but won the war.
Oh,
Dang. Dude apologized like a billion times. Seems humble. This is when Arlette needs to provide some womanly advice, just like how BM lets the men know when they're in the wrong. Someone needed to let her know she was tripping.
oh.
This lady has healing to do. You can tell she's been hurt or disappointed in the past, and her armor's up.
Oh.
Woman's perception here. Okay, perspective. My
Uh-huh.
fault. Perceptive. Yeah. No, you're right.
I can't read.
She made a lot of assumptions, didn't communicate what was on her mind, allowed what someone else was doing to impact her expectation. She wasn't understanding or patient. He seems genuinely positive, and his actions weren't so negative that warranted her reactions. She had it all planned in her head, and when he missed those steps, he was done.
Yep.
She seems difficult, hard to please, expecting perfection. You drove out 5 hours from California, but couldn't wait 7 minutes in Arizona. The joke's on you.
Y'all play too much.
He apologized for nothing numerous times. Not once did she apologize for overreacting and ruining the experience for both of them. That part. I done meet so many women with this energy. They think they're standing on business, but they're just making dating and finding somebody 10 times more complicated.
Yes.
Having boundaries and expectations is completely fine. What is not fine is not communicating them and then getting angry.
Yes.
Arlette, can you please start holding these women accountable like BM does the men? They need to hear the truth. Now, at first I was agreeing with her because I don't drink, I don't like clubs nor lounges, but then the more she spoke, I can truly see why she's single and why she's going to stay single. She was entirely too hard on that man. The fact that he even let her talk for the first 5 minutes, dogging him, and he didn't interrupt speaks volume about his emotional maturity. If this is how she handles conflict or miscommunication, then maybe she's not quite ready for a serious relationship. She didn't give him any grace, immediately assumed he was lying or making excuses, chose not to answer when he tried to call. That says a lot. She also isn't taking any accountability. She would have gotten out that car, walked into the venue, at least put in some effort to find him. Relationships require communication and... Ooh, YouTube then took her out. So it seems like everybody feels the same way. I feel the exact same way the comments feel. There was no grace. There was no type of anything. It was just like, it was a very like self-focused view on it. And it's like, it tells you why a lot of people are single.
Yeah. And sometimes it can be that way. Typically when you are single, you're used to thinking about yourself. So when you do get into situations like this, it's hard to consider the other person because you're too busy, considering yourself first.
Right.
So.
All right, y'all. Let us know how y'all feel in the comments. Peace.
Bye.